This is Starforged, Tabula Rasa, written and performed by Redstone Argender. Based on the game by Shawn Tomkin. Welcome to Starforged Tabula Rasa, the continuing adventures of Janya Alder, a bounty hunter who woke up one day trapped in a med pod with no memory because an alien creature had embedded itself into his brain, rewiring it and destroying all of his former memories. Now he seems to have different abilities. Eventually, Janya made his way to the station Sirocco out in the Delphi Reach. That's where he met the AI Augur. Augur's the name. An AI that can actually predict the future. Augur reminded Janya that he had sworn an iron vow to destroy the leader of the pirate clan Valinus, Blade Valinus. Augur also informed Janya that not only had he sworn to destroy Blade, he had also taken the job of removing this alien creature from Blade's right-hand man, Logan, on behalf of the youngest of the ruling clan family, Quinn Valinus. Quinn Valinus, who is now hunting Janya for that very creature. A creature, if removed, will immediately kill Janya. So in order to gain some safe shelter and information, Janya has agreed to scout out for the Valinus clan. But along the way, stumbled upon what seemed to be some sort of ancient network. And when trying to activate the E-drive to leave, Janya found out that what appeared to be a broken network was actually a trap. It's a net! And that's where we find Janya now, trapped in the net. What will happen? Stay tuned. Okay, so Janya's here. He is in this net. He is trying to figure out a way out. He's got to do a gather information to see if he can find a way out. So he's going to patrol the net with his ship. He's going to investigate it using his wits. So then I'm going to do gather information with +3 for his wits. Oh, that's a 5 plus a 3, so that's an 8 for my score. And I rolled a 2 and a 5. So that's a strong hit. That's +2 momentum. That brings me up actually to max momentum. So strong hit on gather information. When you search for clues, ask questions, analyze evidence, or do research, roll +wits. On a strong hit, which is what we got, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn, then take +2 momentum. So to be honest, the last scene challenge we did, I actually really enjoyed, so I think this is a great time to do that again. So what I think happened is that Janya figures out through a little bit of trial and error that can actually disable parts of the net at a given time by shooting them in a specific spot. He realized that he plots out a path where he'll go, he can automate where he fires, and as long as he can follow his plan, he can get out. For each failure, so we're going to do another scene challenge, so he's got 4 boxes that can be filled, and if he fills 4 failure boxes, then he has to immediately make a progress roll versus however many boxes he has filled. Ooh, but let's find out what rank this is. So I don't know if I've actually talked about this before on the actual play part, but I devised actually a table of my own for a tiered system of trying to just give a random difficulty. To go back over, we've got 5 levels, the lowest being troublesome, next is dangerous, then you have formidable, extreme, and then epic. And to be honest, because epic is so much harder than troublesome, I actually wanted to kind of scale this. So there's a 35% chance of it being troublesome. So 1 to 35 is troublesome, and then 30% for dangerous, so 36 to 65. Formidable is 66 to 85, that's 20%. Extreme is 86 to 95, only 10%. And our top tier is only 5%, and that's 96 to 100. So I'm just going to roll percentile I'm going to roll percentile dice to find out what the difficulty of this challenge is. Oh, that is a 38. We just barely made it into the dangerous area. That's a 2nd rank. For every successful face danger roll, we will get 2 tick boxes in the progress. It's for a strong hit and a weak hit. A weak hit also comes with consequence. And failures, actually, we're just going to check a box in this, and if he gets 4 failures, I'm going to say run the progress roll to see if he stays trapped or if he escapes. Or, you know, we can roll the progress roll beforehand. Hi there, ho there. That's not how that works. When you get a failure, you also have to pay the price. It's important to remember that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a bunch of these rolls, go through the scene challenge stat-wise, and then we'll see, and then we'll figure out what happened based on the rolls. So these are all going to be +3 because it's wits, because he's planning this whole maneuvering out. So we're going to see if, he's going to map out this plan and then give it a shot and see if this actually works. So roll number 1. That's action die is 4 + 3, that's 7. Versus a 2 and a 3. That's a strong hit. Marking 2 progress. Off to a great start. Oh, even better. Another 4 + our 3 is 7, but I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the challenge die, so another strong hit. Another 2 there. Roll number 3. Oh, so I rolled a 2 on the action die, +3 is a 5, but the challenge die are a 6 and a 10. So that is a fail. So I'm marking that first box. Ooh, so that action die is a 1 now. So that's a total of a 4 versus a 5 and a 6. So that I don't want the second fail right now. I'm gonna actually burn momentum to get rid of that because I've already got 4 boxes filled from 2 strong hits. I'm probably just, to be honest, I'm shooting for 8 on the progress track, and then I'm gonna like roll. So hopefully, oh, so by burning the momentum, so that drops me down to 2, but that's another strong hit. So now I have 6. So actually, all I need is another hit, and we can do this. Oh, and that is a 2 on the action die. So for a 5 total versus a 1 and a 6. So that's a weak hit. So for face danger on a weak hit, you succeed, but at a troublesome cost. Make a suffer move, -1. Let's do another -1 to Janya's spirit, dropping him down to 2. He's got to make an endure stress move. 3 plus his remaining 2 is 5 versus a 4 and a 10. That's a weak hit on that. So I can lose 1 momentum to gain a spirit. So I'm actually going to drop my momentum down to 1, and my spirit will stay at 3. So now we've got 8 check boxes in our progress bar, and only 1 failure, but narratively it's a little more interesting when we roll when it's only an 8. So we're gonna roll the 2 challenge die versus an 8. It's a pretty good roll. Oh, that is a 6 and a 10, so that's a weak hit. So we're gonna endure another -1 to the hull. So I'm gonna say, like, as he's flying out, he just barely gets clipped. Well, actually, let's see what we get there. That is gonna be plus our 3 integrity. Oh, that is a 2. So 2 on the action die, so a 5 total versus a 6 and a 10. So that's a fail. It's worse than we thought. We take another damage. So dropping the integrity down to 2. So what I'm thinking happens is he's mapped out his plan. At first, it is going swimmingly. He's taking shot after shot. The barriers are coming down as he's navigating through. And then he misses one of the shots. Now it looks like he's actually about to hit one of the electric barriers when he actually does like a widespread shot, and he busts through that one and the next one. And he's just about to fly out of the net when the timing's just off, and one of the barriers re-energizes right on the end of the ship, doing pretty serious damage. But Janya is free. So Janya is worried about if the net was activated, maybe it contacted whoever's in control of it. Maybe there are people on the way. So he is going to stay vigilant, but he's going to undertake an expedition. Oh yeah. That is a 6, plus our 3 wits. That is a 9 versus a 1 and an 8. That's a strong hit. That's plus 2 momentum. Our momentum's up to 3. Do space encounters. We're in the expanse here. Oh, well, that's a 9. And we're in the expanse, so that's a stellar object. And rolling low. That is a 5, so a smoldering red star. Let's do another expedition. Oh, so Janya escapes the net. He travels through the drifts and finds another safe spot. He finds just a smoldering red star, nothing around it. And it is time for another expedition. Staying vigilant. That is a 5 on the action die plus a 3. That's an 8 versus a 1 and 2. That is another strong hit. Plus 2 momentum. We're up to 5. Space encounters. Well, that's a 15. So that's another stellar object. That is a 72. Oh, a corrupt star with unnatural light. So I like this. Maybe the corrupt star, we're at 8 on our progress track for this expedition. I want to risk it. I like 8's a good number. Let's see. Has he found the sector with the clan base? Oh yeah. So it's the 8 of the progress track plus matching 3s. So that is a strong hit. This is definitely the place. We're going to do, as we've just completed a formidable expedition, using the finish expedition progress move and scoring a strong hit. When your expedition comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. On a strong hit, you reach your destination or complete your survey. Mark a reward on your Discovery's Legacy track per the expedition's rank. For formidable, that is an entire box. So because of the match, I decided that Janya actually jumps into the space. And because of the unnatural light, what's basically going on, there's a ton of weird radiation that actually blocks sensors, which is why they built this base here in the first place. Janya happens, just because of a lucky break, comes out of the drift, pops out behind a planet where he can see the base. Oh, because it's got a blast shield. It's probably got some energy field around it that's blocking the radiation, makes it very visible, and he can probably see Val and his clan ships actually like coming in, but they can't see him because of the radiation. He can just visibly see them, but he's in the shadow of a planet. It is time for him to plot a course back home, to actually set a course, because now he knows how to get places, and he's got to get some repairs. His ship is super messed up. It's down to 2 of the 5 integrity, so it's not super screwed, but it's not good. He is going to set course back to Sirocco. So he's going to take the safest route, and with his navigator path, I'll give him a +1. Oh, so that's a 5 on the action die, plus a 3 on the wits, plus the 1, so that's a 10 versus a 1 and 2. So a strong hit, gets a +1 momentum, so we're up to 6. So yeah, he successfully navigates back to the Delphi Reach and Sirocco, and it's going to head straight to Sirocco to report in and hopefully get some repairs. And so I'm going to do a sojourn roll to see how that goes. Oh, well, so that's a roll 1 on the action die, plus my heart, plus I have a bond, so that's a total of a 3, but that's a 1 and a 3 on the action die. You know what? I want a strong hit here. I'm going to burn the rest of my momentum. So I'm going back to 2 momentum, and that way I can do hearten, get my spirit back up, and repair to get my integrity back up to full. So Janya catches a lucky break as he jumps into this system. He's actually in a system with yet another star glowing with unnatural light, just spewing out strange radiation. Janya can immediately make out a station because of its energy field protecting itself from this strange radiation. Janya is doubly lucky as he's jumped into the shadow of a planet that is protecting him from the radiation, but the radiation itself is shielding him from whatever sensors might be out there. So he decides, because his ship is damaged, engine has problems, and he is just at the end of his wits, he's got to turn the ship around. He's going to plot course back to Sirocco to report in. It only takes about a day to navigate back to Sirocco. Now that he's already explored certain waypoints, he knows which ones are safe and which ones to avoid this time, and he makes it back to Sirocco, where he's able to repair his ship and he reports into the AI. But more than that, he's actually able to rest and relax, share these discoveries he's made with the station, and also I think he makes a new friend who we will meet next episode.
To learn what happens, keep listening. This show is brought to you ad-free by privilege. No ads, no Patreon, just a cishet white man with disposable income and time. It is performed, edited, and all that good stuff by Redstone Archender. The story is powered by the game Ironsworn, Starforged by Shawn Tomkin. Outro by Glitter Snitchel, channeling the spirits. This has been a Sofa King Cool production.
This week's episode featured music by Tabletop Audio. Additional music also comes from freepd.com.